What if your pantry could outlast the next decade or even your lifetime? For the Amish, that's not a fantasy. It's everyday life. Without relying on modern freezers or chemical preservatives, they use old world wisdom to preserve food naturally for years. Their methods are simple, effective, and time-tested. From honey sealed in jars to pressure-canned meats and apple cider vinegar, these foods never go bad and form the core of Amish self-reliance. In this video, we'll uncover 7 canned foods the Amish stockpile that never expire, and the smart techniques they use to preserve them. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical off-grid tips inspired by timeless traditions and sustainable living. 1. Honey. Honey is one of the few foods in the world that never truly expires, and that's why it's a favorite in Amish homes. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Its natural chemistry makes it nearly impossible for bacteria or mold to grow. Low moisture content and high acidity create an environment where spoilage doesn't occur. The Amish rely on honey for much more than just sweetening tea or drizzling over biscuits. It's used in baking, cooking, and even as a healing salve for sore throats, burns, and cuts due to its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Stored properly in an airtight glass jar in a cool, dark place, honey has an indefinite shelf life, essentially forever. Even if it crystallizes, gently warming it restores its original golden texture. For the Amish, honey isn't just food. It's a sweet, natural miracle that never goes bad. 2. Salt. Salt has preserved food and sustained civilizations for thousands of years. And in Amish communities, its value remains unchanged. More than just a seasoning, salt is an essential tool for survival and food storage. The Amish specifically use pure canning or pickling salt, which contains no iodine or anti-caking agents. These additives can cloud brines and reduce preservation effectiveness, so purity matters. This clean, mineral-rich salt is used to cure meats, ferment vegetables, and preserve staples like beans, cabbage, and cucumbers. It draws moisture out of food and creates an environment where bacteria cannot thrive, helping food last months or even years without refrigeration. What makes salt even more remarkable is its shelf life. When stored in a dry, airtight container, salt is virtually immortal. It doesn't spoil, corrode, or lose its preserving power. It can be passed from generation to generation without degrading. In a lifestyle centered around self-reliance, simplicity, and long-term planning, salt is one of the most powerful and irreplaceable ingredients in the Amish pantry. 3. Canned meat. Protein is essential for survival, but it's also one of the hardest foods to preserve without refrigeration. That's where the Amish shine. With their time-tested skill of pressure canning meats like chicken, beef, pork, and venison. Using pressure canners, they eliminate harmful bacteria such as botulism and seal the meat in sterilized glass jars. This method locks in flavor, tenderness, and nutrition without relying on preservatives or artificial additives. Properly pressure-canned meat can last 2 to 5 years or more when stored in a cool, dark pantry. It remains shelf-stable, safe, and ready to eat even long after fresh meat would have spoiled. During the winter or times of scarcity, these jars provide instant protein for hearty stews, soups, or skillet dishes with no defrosting required. Unlike commercial canned meats, Amish canned meats are all natural and made in small, controlled batches. In emergencies or during long-term storage, few foods are more valuable. It's reliable, nourishing, and shelf-ready, an irreplaceable part of the Amish survival pantry. 4. Apple cider. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar, ACV, is one of the most versatile and enduring staples in an Amish household. Made through a natural fermentation process that converts apple juice into vinegar, ACV is already soured, which means it's naturally resistant to spoilage. Its high acidity prevents the growth of bacteria, mold, and yeast, giving it an indefinite shelf life. When stored in a tightly sealed container away from direct sunlight, it can last for decades without refrigeration. The Amish use ACV for far more than just flavoring food. It's essential for pickling vegetables, preserving fruits, and making homemade condiments. But its usefulness extends into the realm of health and home. Many Amish drink it daily with honey and warm water to aid digestion and boost immunity. It's also applied as a remedy for sore throats, skin irritations, and even household cleaning. In a lifestyle rooted in natural remedies and long-term storage, apple cider vinegar stands out as liquid gold. Powerful, practical, and truly everlasting. 5. Canned tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes may be fragile and quick to spoil, but when canned at peak ripeness, they transform into one of the Amish pantry's most prized staples. Whether preserved whole, diced, crushed, or turned into rich sauces, canned tomatoes serve as the flavorful base for countless traditional dishes, especially during the winter months when fresh produce is scarce. Amish families use boiling water baths or pressure canning methods to safely preserve their tomato harvest. This process locks in the vibrant color, bold flavor, and essential nutrients. When stored in cool, dark places with properly sealed lids, canned tomatoes can last anywhere from 3 to 5 years, or even longer if the seals remain intact and there's no sign of spoilage. These bright red jars bring warmth to cold days, adding richness to soups, stews, casseroles, and homemade sauces. Each jar is more than a food item. It's a preserved memory of summer harvest and hard work. For the Amish, canned tomatoes are a delicious bridge between seasons and a symbol of self-sufficiency. 6. Homemade canned soup. In Amish households, a jar of homemade canned soup is far more than just food. It's a heartfelt expression of tradition, nourishment, and preparedness. Made with wholesome ingredients like homegrown vegetables, tender meats, hearty beans, and rich bone broth, these soups are carefully pressure canned to preserve flavor, nutrients, and safety. Stored in a cool, dark place, they can last 2 to 5 years or longer, providing year-round sustenance without refrigeration. Unlike commercial options loaded with preservatives and artificial additives, Amish canned soups are all natural and crafted in small batches with care. Each jar is a ready-to-eat meal, no chopping or cooking needed, making them ideal during illnesses, harsh winters, or busy farming days. Whether it's a thick stew or a light, savory broth, every spoonful offers comfort, warmth, and a taste of home. For the Amish, these soups are more than convenience. They're a reminder that true nourishment comes from simplicity, love, and thoughtful preparation. 7. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a true staple in Amish households, prized for its long shelf life, purity, and versatility. Thanks to its high saturated fat content, it remains stable and resistant to spoilage for anywhere between 2 to 5 years, or even longer when stored properly in a cool, dark place. Unlike many modern oils that turn rancid quickly, coconut oil doesn't require refrigeration and maintains its quality over time. In Amish homes, it's far more than a cooking ingredient. It's used in baking, frying, and even as a butter substitute. Beyond the kitchen, coconut oil shines as a natural remedy, applied as a moisturizer for dry skin, a deep conditioner for hair, and a base for homemade balms and salves. In off-grid emergencies, it can even be used to fuel DIY candles. Its long-lasting nature and wide-ranging uses make coconut oil a symbol of Amish practicality and preparedness, a true multitasking miracle. That's a wrap on our video. While most pantries rely on freezers and expiry dates, the Amish embrace timeless wisdom and self-reliance. These 7 canned foods aren't just survival staples. They reflect a lifestyle built on natural preservation, long-term planning, and simple, practical living. From honey that never spoils to pressure-canned meats and vinegar that lasts a lifetime, the Amish prove that with the right knowledge, your pantry can outlive modern convenience. Which of these foods would you want in your pantry? And which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who value self-reliance and traditional living.